grand day. I am Linna Kay, and this is Quantum Healing Meditation. Please enjoy this visualization exercise as it will help bring you closer to the ethereal realm, beyond the veil of time and space, and lead you to meet your spirit guide. If you find that you are having trouble visualizing, I suggest you try the QHM visualization practice first to harness your sensory skills. For this exercise, please be sure to silence your phone and any other electronic devices. We want little to no distractions. Have a writing utensil and some paper available, or use the Notes app on your phone, whichever you prefer. Your assignment is to document your experience in order to solidify your memory and revert back to it whenever you like. Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in spirit guides? They can also be referred to as guardian angels. It doesn't matter what you call them. Everyone has one, or two, or as my higher self said to me during my quantum healing session, I have an entire brigade. During this exercise, you may encounter a male, female, otherworldly beings, and even animals. I'm going to take you on a journey to meet your spirit guide, your guardian angel. These beings come in with you when you are born. They've been assigned to be with you all your life. You are never truly alone. You always have at least one that is with you an entire lifetime. And they're even with you as you pass on into the afterlife. That is their job, to be with you. We don't always know that they're there, but they'd like us to know because they're with us to protect us, to help, but not interfere with our progress. Remember, you can always ask them for help. And if your life is challenging, you may have more than one helper. It depends on which direction your life goes. There may be other guides who come in and trade places with the one that originally started with you at birth. Some have more expertise depending on the direction you go into. But there is one main guide that stays with you an entire lifetime, and that is the one you're going to meet. Spirit guides don't have a form. However, we want you to be able to see and talk to them. And what you see is better than talking to air. So in this exercise, you are going to see what they look like, or better yet, how they present themselves to you, how they prefer to appear to you. To your surprise, you might even know what your guide looks like. However, it doesn't matter how they appear. You may even find their appearance humorous. Guides are known to have a great sense of humor, so it depends on what kind of humor your guide has too. Remember, everything on their side has to do with frequencies and vibrations, so guides don't normally have names either. That's a human's habit to label everything, but if they tell you their name, that will be whatever you are supposed to call them. Whatever you see, no matter how strange, that's yours. It's what you're meant to see. Also know you are protected. You are safe. Your subconscious mind won't let you see what you're not ready to see. As soon as we are finished, I want you to write, type, and document everything you experienced. All right. Close your eyes and let's begin with a few deep breaths. In body. In, out. Every exhale becoming more relaxed. In, out. The easiest way to reset the mind is with a big, deep breath. As you breathe out, feel your body relax more and more, and each time you exhale, this deepens your relaxation further. It is always good to set intentions, letting the universe know and your guides know what you intend to do. So please repeat after me, mentally or vocally. I am ready and open to receive messages. I am ready and open to take a journey. I am ready to meet my spirit guide, my guardian angel, my helper. Excellent. Know that the most important place you must be is right here, right now. Follow the sound of my voice, and any sound you hear in the room, as well as any sound outside of the room, deepens your relaxation. Now, I'm going to ask you to see some things. This is just like imagining, something you do all the time without even realizing it. Like a daydream and even dreaming. Trust the first thing that comes to mind. See it in as much detail as possible and go with it. All right, you are standing outside and it's a beautiful sunny day. You are standing at the foot of a large mountain. The sky is a most magnificent blue, and the breeze is warm as you feel it gently glide against your cheek. A beautiful day. There is a path ahead of you, a winding path. This path twists and turns and disappears in the distance between trees and bushes up the mountain. Walk up this path. As you are walking the path, notice the vegetation around you. The grass, rocks, trees, flowers, vastness of nature and its beauty on this mountainside. What else do you see around you? What do you hear? Become aware of your surroundings as you walk up the mountainside. As the trail of this path twists and turns, going up the mountain, it leads you into a clearing, a vast meadow with lots of wildflowers of purple and yellow, pinks and orange petals swaying in the breeze, dancing as if they're welcoming you to join them. Walk through the meadow, reach your arms out at your sides, let the flowers touch your fingertips, tickling you as you brush past them. Walking through the meadow, and in the distance you notice a grove of trees. Head toward them. As you draw closer to the trees, you see another path leading you in. Take this path. You are now inside the grove of trees. Walking the path. The shade is serene with small patches of light shining through the trees, illuminating the trail ahead of you. Keep going. As you're walking down the path, you see a small arch made of stones going over a rustling brook. Head toward the arch and cross over the brook. Up ahead, down the pathway, there is a small bend. As you reach around the bend, you notice a clearing, an open space with the quaintest stone cottage you've ever seen, surrounded by a flower garden and soft moss. With little square windows and wooden shutters. An arched wooden door and a stone chimney with smoke coming out. Such a peaceful place to come and rest. As you approach the cottage, the door opens. It is your guide, smiling the most loving smile, happy to see you. What does your guide look like? How do they want you to see them? See them in detail. Ask what their name is. What do they want you to call them when you need them? If it is a difficult name, ask them to spell it. And remember the spelling. What is their name? Maybe their name will be a feeling for you, something familiar you can feel or even exude and know when they're with you. Now your guide is inviting you inside the cottage. You both head over to sit down across from each other. Your guide reaches behind them and turns to face you, holding a box in their hands. Your guide is holding a box in their hands. They give you the box. What kind of box is it? What is it made of? See it in detail. the box. What is inside the box? See it in detail. Ask your guide, what does it mean? The object or objects in the box, what does it mean? What is the significance of it? What does it mean? Now your guide has a message for you. Something they want to tell you. You can hear them now. If you have anything you'd like to share or say to them, do it now. the gift and thank them for the message. You can give them a hug if you'd like before you say goodbye for now. They're walking you to the door, bidding you a farewell with much love and much praise. Thank them again for the message and the gift. Now, turn around and go back to the grove of trees you came from. Down the path, around the bend, over the little stone arch and rustling brook. Follow the trail out of the grove and into the meadow. Coming back faster than you went up, through the meadow, down the winding path, back down the mountain, back into this room. I will count to 5, and on the count of 5, you will be back in this room and back in this body, your body, remembering 4 important things. What did your guide look like? What was your guide's name? What was in the box? And what was the message? You will remember those 4 things, so you can write them down. On the count of 5, you will be back down the path, in this room, and back in the body, remembering those 4 things. One, 2, you're breathing faster. The body's circulating blood faster because you are waking up now. You are back here and very much aware of your physical body. 3, 4, you are aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. Very much aware of your surroundings. 5, you are back in the room, your space, wide awake, remembering those 4 things that you saw so you can write them down. So, how was your experience? What was it like? What did your guide look like? Were they a male or female? Otherworldly beings? Did you see an animal perhaps? That's a very common one to have. Sometimes we are more connected to animals. It's whatever is right for you, what you're supposed to identify with, whatever it is. That's who you can visualize whenever you want to call on them and ask questions. Did you perhaps see a glowing energy? That's what they really look like. But putting a face on something does make it easier for you to picture in your mind. A name you can call, maybe a feeling too, and they'll be there. They're always there. They love you, and they love for you to know that they are around. They want you to know they're around and helping you. Ask for them to come anytime. Then ask questions. Whatever you hear in your mind is right. Go with the first thought. That's the important thing. Now, what was in the box? I remember my box, but what came through was not for me. It was my grandfather, someone I've never met, and the elements in the box were for my mother and her sister, my aunt. It all comes down to the final question. What does it mean? What did your guide tell you? This can also be a knowing. You recognize something in the box and get an instant message download, which can come from your guide as well, telepathically. The guide will tell you what the significance is. Similar to dream symbolism, it means something. Sometimes the symbolism can be very powerful, such as presenting one's fears in the box and then having it disposed of. Again, whatever it is has significance and importance to you. Thank you for letting me take you on a journey. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this experience, please be sure to follow for more. Like this video to show your support. I'd really appreciate it. I'll include my social media information down below along with my website. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or interests in a quantum healing session. Thanks again. Much love and light.